Alright, so what I did first was I just warmed up some almond milk. I use almond milk because it's a lot softer on the rat's stomach rather than cow's milk. And then I'm also crushing up some Gerber puffs. There was no meaning behind this, I just thought it would add a little extra flavor. And now I'm going to be adding in some homemade pumpkin puree. This is just a really good source of lots of vitamins and minerals for the rats and just animals in general. I also like to give this to my dogs and mix it into their food. It's super easy to make and they seem to love it. Unless you're Truffle at this exact moment. And I'm going to be adding in some strawberry Pedialyte. This is good for just upping her energy and making sure that she doesn't feel too exhausted even with rest. It's just a really good way to give her some energy even if she really doesn't have any. And now I'm just mixing it up and it's a pretty liquidy consistency, which is good. So now I'm going to give it to Truffle. So there's quite a few ways you can give rats food or medicine through a syringe. Food is a lot easier, and she started to enjoy it a little bit more as I started to give more to her. But for the most part, she really didn't enjoy having me stick the syringe in her mouth, which makes sense because normally they associate the syringe with medicine. So she's kind of wiggly here, but she eventually settles down to the point where she realizes that it's not bad, it's not medicine, it actually tastes pretty good. So when I'm syringe feeding, I like to do it in little sections just to make sure that they're relaxed. And so here I gave her her medicine or her food, and then I'm giving her some pets, then I'm going to give her another bit, and then I'm going to pet her again. And it's just a slow process, but I want to make sure that it's as comfortable for them as possible because it's really not fun having somebody force feed you. So it is really important that you make sure it's as not stressful as possible for them because you really don't want them to possibly choke or hurt themselves during the process. So now I'm just going to speed it up so that you don't have to watch me do the exact same thing for the next 3 minutes. She eventually started to realize that it tasted good, so I just started to squirt a little bit onto the little opening and she would lick it off. She eventually stopped licking it off, so I had to start syringe feeding her again. I wanted her to eat a decent amount just so that she had something in her stomach because she really hasn't been eating that much and I don't want her to be basically starving herself. So this is the last little bit that I'm giving her to finish off the syringe, and then she's done, and I'll probably feed her around, I don't know, dinner time later, just to make sure that she has something in her stomach, and then again before bed. And now that she's done, I'm just gonna give her a little ratty massage.